I'm Nurse Jennifer.
And I'm Nurse Ada.
Okay, we want to talk about this trending video that's been circulating. Who took his wife to the hospital and the hospital manager.
Oh my goodness, Kemi, look at me, look at me. Strong, okay, Kemi.
So, I don't really
Strong,
know
very strong.
amounts that was
Yeah?
required of
Look at
them,
me, look at yourself.
but then,
Think about your kids, please.
people are blaming the
You need
hospital for not
very strong. Go anywhere.
Why did
Go,
you
I beg.
think
I beg. Any-
First of all, that video was very sad. And also, I would also like to, I think I have 4 different people that I blame in this situation. So, first of all, I will blame structures. The structures that we have in Nigeria. That video just goes to show like how bad our systems are. You know, we should have structures in place where somebody's life can be saved before the finances. We should have like insurance, where insurance covers this thing. Insurance in Nigeria is a scam. It's a scam. You pay heavily for insurance, and then they'll even tell you that if you need to go abroad, your insurance will cover it, but it doesn't work like that. It's a scam. That video was sad. Now, the other part that I would like to note is the fact that I feel like the husband, I don't know if it was negligence. We don't have context to that video. We only have that video. We don't know the circumstances surrounding it. So I would like to give grace for that, because we are all in this Tinubu regime and then life is happening. So one thing that I picked out, that stood out for me in that video, was the fact that this man, as your wife is pregnant, like there should have been plans. But let me just leave that, because life happens. 2 and 3. This man did not take, like, he didn't know where he was going. He didn't know the hospital he was taking this woman to. Is it that the person was not going for antenatal? Like, we have antenatal days in different hospitals, Wednesdays, maybe they come Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes they come just Wednesdays, once in a week. There's antenatal days. You're not going for antenatal. Why didn't you take her to where she was going for antenatal? Or was she not registered? Okay. Then another thing is that, I think that's all. These are my 3 points. In Nigeria, we don't prioritize life over, finance. But, yeah, these are my points, Madam Jenny.
Okay, thank you. Your points are valid, but I would like to, also point out some things, because I like standing on the truth and I don't like being sentimental about things. First of all, people are blaming the hospital, but the hospital is also needing a finance to pay their staffs, to manage things in the hospital. Maybe when there is no oxygen, they'll use money to buy oxygen that they can use to attend to patients. And in such a situation whereby we can be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who comes to the hospital with the same case. If the hospital attend to these people and start holding their babies, at the end of it, we'll be having debtors as patients in the hospital, whereby they are not going to pay year to year. Nobody's going to pay you money. How do you pay your staff? Do you pay the tax that comes for hospital, your tax and all that? So now I want to come to the husband. As a man, you know your capacity, your financial strength. You had 2 kids already, and you want to have more kids. It's good. Now, did he register his wife, or did the wife register for antenatal? Because from the video I watched, I noticed that he doesn't even know where he was actually going to.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where he was actually going to. Okay, now, as a man, your wife is in labor. Obviously, maybe, I'm just guessing, maybe he wanted his wife to have that baby at home, because she was already weak. She was tired. While in the car, while they were videoing, she could not even talk. The man kept on saying, Kemi, right? Kemi, please remember the children. Don't leave us. Don't leave us.
Okay.
How come he kept his wife in the house to that state, to that point where she was dying and almost gone before he started taking her to the hospital? Now, the driver asked him, where are we going to? And he said, just go anywhere. Just go anywhere. Meaning you don't even have a particular hospital you were going to. How can you just walk into a hospital with an emergency? You expect the doctors to attend to you. They don't have any knowledge of your medical history. You are not even carrying a transfer file, a transfer letter that showed that you were being referred to this hospital, or you just came on your own to a hospital and you want the doctor to just attend to you like that. Yes, we should save lives, but you will save your own life first before another person will save your life. That's just the truth. I can't be pregnant now. I've not even made plans for my delivery. We have primary health centers. We have general hospitals. Let me talk about the cheapest of them all, primary health centers. We've been posted to primary health centers and their delivery is not up to 20,000.
Yes.
Right? Plus delivery items, plus, the materials they're going to use for the delivery and all that. It's not even up to 20,000 plus delivery fee. Everything is not up to 20,000. And this is easy, accessible, it's very affordable and all that. So for a man, there are PHCs, primary health care everywhere. Primary health centers, they are in every community. You cannot tell me that there is no primary health center in your community where you stay. So we have primary health centers in every community where it is very affordable. So it's possible the wife was not registered in any hospital and they don't know where they were going to. So they just let's go to the nearest hospital. And they went to a private hospital where that government is not supporting them or funding their bills. Government is not doing anything for them. You understand? First of all, it's negligence from the man. Even as a woman, you should save your life. Okay, you're getting pregnant. and your husband doesn't have the financial capacity or the financial strength to carry you, I'm not saying we should not give birth, but let's save our lives first. You can't walk up to maybe the market, you are very hungry, you walk up to the market and you tell the people selling food there that I'm very hungry, I want to eat, and maybe today they help you, they feed you, tomorrow you come back again, they feed you and your family, tomorrow you come back again, they feed you. There's a point you will come, they will say, no, we cannot do this anymore, right? You just have to struggle, you have to hustle and get the money you need for that purpose. For me,
I'm saying that I think it's all about context. We really don't have context to that video. Like, we don't know the circumstances.
That's what I'm saying.
If
But
not,
still,
my first person that I would be blaming in this situation would be the man.
yes, the man, yeah.
That would be, but because I want to just like sort of give them the benefits of life happens, we don't really know what happened. And I would like to know what happened since that video has come online already. I would like to know what happened.
But on a serious note, we should save our lives first before anyone will save our lives. Yes, nurses, doctors, we are lifesavers, but we don't. Once it's time for someone to die, we cannot hold on to death. We cannot hold that person from dying, but we can, give care and make sure the person is okay. And there is no hospital you will walk into. The doctor will not have an idea or a knowledge about your medical history, and he will attend to you. Now you're pregnant, you're going into a hospital. They don't even know if your child has a placenta previa. They don't know if the child is even dead in the womb, and you just want them to carry out a procedure you have to go to the lab, run some tests. They will know if your percentage of blood, if you'll be needing CS, right? They have to know the percentage of your blood group. They have to have the medical history in case of emergencies. You understand? So you don't just walk into the hospital and expect them to attend to you without anything. If it is a case of accidents or a case of maybe, gunshot and all that, where people ask for hospital or police report, I think the government has stopped that. Once you see somebody in such case, you can just, help remove the bullet. But in this very case, pregnancy is different. For me, pregnancy is different.
Yeah, because you have nine
good months to plan for the pregnancy. Like, you understand? You don't just wait till the day of delivery. And from the video I heard, the man went to family members, the man went to friends to get money. That means he has no plans for the pregnancy. We are blaming government. No.
We have to blame the government. Because there should be structures in place that even when we don't have money, that the government is able to sort this thing out.
That is why we have primary health centers.
You talk like we've not been primary health centers. We have patients who come there and their babies, they don't even have pampers. They don't come with pampers sometimes. We wrap the baby up for them like that. Some woman came and we had to be managing the pads that she came with. They didn't even have money to pay for tests. Supposed to go and check that her blood was okay. She didn't have enough money. We had to just go ahead and do the test that her husband was coming. So you see, even if you want to blame the man, we can't keep blaming the men. You have to save lives. Because the government has to save lives. Because definitely in the hospital where that primary health care, we saw things too. We actually saw. They say somebody came to give birth. You're coming to give birth. Your delivery bag, there's no pampers for your baby. No pampers. We had to use one of her pads
to wrap the baby
as pampers for the baby. And then we were managing the pads because at the primary health care, like it's also like donations that we have, so like resources are also sort of limited because it's cheaper there.
So should we advise mothers to go for family planning if they are not prepared? They should not bring in children into this world and be expecting government. That's my own. I just like to stand on the truth. You understand?
Expecting government should be able to save life. There should be system and structures.
So, okay, in a situation where we know that the government is not doing anything for us, so should we continue having children?
Should we continue accepting government not doing anything?
What will you do if the government doesn't do? Are you going to fight government? Yes, we all know that the government is not helping matters. The government is not doing anything. So, are we not going to protect ourselves instead of waiting for the government to protect us?
That would be the next step. That would be like what we would
yes, we should. If the government doesn't protect you, protect yourself.
It has already happened. She's already pregnant. She's already in labor. What next? We can't go and tell her, okay, rewind and protect yourself. She's already there.
So the blame now. The hospital could not help. Okay, the government could not help. Even the government, I'm not sure if the government is aware. The government is not even aware a situation like this was happening. I don't
want to bring in like the hospital into it because they're running a business.
They're running a business. That is just where I'm coming to. They are running a business, and if they continue like this, the hospital will go down.
No, apart from this continuing like that, we are supposed to have empathy.
Yes, empathy, but at least
as medical personnel, we should have empathy for human lives. That's like the main thing that we're there for. We're there to save lives. We should be able to have checked the woman. Okay, let's see where this woman is at. How can we help to keep her alive so this money is here? I feel like that's what somebody wants.
But do you know there's some?
But this is a situation where they've driven to a hospital where they are new. So it's like some sort of emergency case. So it's not a place where the woman is even familiar with. So maybe one nurse will say, this woman is my friend. I can trust her. I can vouch for her because we have nursing advocacy.
Yes.
I can advocate for her that please let's try and help. So she didn't I think that's one problem. That's one point. If it was maybe like familiar hospital where they went to, it should have been better. But at the end of the day, the hospital where they went to, it's a neutral place. They're here to do business. Yes, in as much as we will say that, they are wicked and all, it's still business.
Okay. So please, I would like the viewers to share their thoughts. What do you think? Who are you blaming? And what's your advice in a situation like this? Thank you.